Hey guys, welcome to LawnCareMadeEasy.com. I'm Zach Stroud. Today we're going to be pruning this crabapple tree. It's an ornamental, but it's almost spring here. It's going to start blooming pretty soon, and we're going to take off some of these limbs that need to be taken off and kind of thin it out a little bit. So stay tuned and we'll be right back and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so this is an ornamental crabapple. This is a crabapple tree. So on this side of the tree, the left side, you can see where all this weight is hanging on the tree, okay? And on this side, it's just a little bit more scarce. So what I'm gonna do is kind of lighten this load because we've been getting a lot of hard winds and up to like 40 miles an hour. And at any time, that could possibly break off at the trunk, okay? So what I'm gonna do is just lighten up this load over here, get rid of some of these branches that we really don't need, okay? So what I'm gonna start off with my loppers. And I'm just gonna start taking off some of this weight, and eventually I'm gonna get back to here and I'm gonna saw this off, okay? So let's take off some of the weight in here so when I saw this off, we don't have all this weight to where it's gonna drop and we don't want it to tear, okay? So I'm gonna lighten up the load right here. And we're gonna go ahead and take that one off too while we're there. Okay, so let me get this one right here. And if you have a tree, a small tree like this, and it could be a dogwood or it could be a redbud, anything like that, you can just take these limbs and kind of lighten the canopy up some. Let's get that out of there. You can see that it's been growing together a good bit. So I also want to take off this limb here. That's going to really lighten up on this larger limb that's part of the main trunk there. We're going to keep this in here, but I am going to take this off. So I'm going to cut it back here because I'm going to be sawing back there. Okay, so now I'm going to saw these limbs off. Okay guys, so I'm just going to use my pruning saw. This is a very small limb, so I don't really need a chainsaw or anything like that. So I'm just going to start sawing this off right here. And that's why we got rid of a lot of the weight. That way it won't tear off, okay? And I can support it if I need to until I get all the way through it. Okay, so as we get through it here, you can see that I can push down on it, okay? And it's gonna come back a little bit more for me to get up under there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press down just lightly on this limb as I'm cutting, okay? And it's going to come off real easy. And as you can see, you have a good cut there. We're going to do the same for this one, and I'm going to do the same for this one, okay? And after I do that, then we'll come back and I'll show you one more trick that you can do to really clean these up. Okay guys, so the last thing we're going to do to kind of clean up where we cut those limbs off, and I always do this just to clean up if there's any like rough edges around those limbs. That way those areas will start to heal a lot easier. And I use, it's a 60 grit, it's just some sandpaper, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take this sandpaper, and this is kind of coarse, but what you're going to do is you're going to lightly go back and forth. Because as you can see in here, you have some little fraying right there. So we're going to clean all this up. See how much better that makes that look? It's just a really nice clean cut. And look at this one over here. What we're going to do is knock that off, and then see under here, we're just going to clean that up. Right up under, all the way around. And we're not pressing hard, we're just cleaning it up. And during this time of year, you don't have to put on any type of the wound healing spray if you don't want to. We're still in those times where it'll heal over the spring and summer. Okay, and we got one more right here. That way it'll heal really good. You don't have to worry about disease or insects getting inside of this. It's nice and smooth, and the tree can heal on its own in a natural way. So I hope this video helps you out, and make sure to prune your trees now. If you're going to prune them, this would be the last time you get to prune them until late fall, okay? So I hope you enjoy the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.